All right, welcome back, everyone. This is going to be our last part. It's going to be very brief, and we're just going to discuss aging and how the aging process can influence our motor pathways. So, in general, as we age, we have a decreased thickness of the cerebral cortex, and so as that cortex decreases, there are losses in the pyramidal neurons, right? So these pyramidal neurons that we've alluded to several times, those are the neurons that contribute to the pyramidal pathway, right? The direct pathway of voluntary movement. And so you can lose some control over some of those voluntary movements or some of the precision involved with those voluntary movements. You can also lose dopamine receptors in neurons. And so the inhibition of kind of extraneous, excess, unneeded, unnecessary movements can be decreased. So this is something that can lead to the development of Parkinson's disease. You can also have change in the motor units in terms of their precision, the number of muscle filaments, the number of mitochondria. And so you can have lots of things occur here as it relates to muscle fatigue, muscle precision, muscle contraction, things like that. You can have kind of larger effects, so decreases in posture, balance, strength, and endurance. I think we can all understand how these occur and how these change as we age. There's a general loss in muscle mass. This can lead to changes in posture and your balance, obviously strength as well. Having fewer mitochondria can lead to perhaps a decrease in the endurance of our muscles. One way to prevent this, now I say prevent it to some degree or to decrease the rate of these changes, is to partake in regular exercise, right? So if you think of something like Arnold here, he was obviously very, very muscular at a young age, and even in his older age now, he's still extremely muscular. You can somewhat slow down these aging effects of motor pathways and of muscles by maintaining some degree of physical activity. But as you see on the right, this graph here, based on sedentary individuals, which is this bottom line here, moderately active individual, and then highly active, you notice that around age, late 30s or so, you begin to have decreases, right? Now, obviously, depending on if you're sedentary, moderately active, or highly active, you have a difference, right? And this is kind of arbitrary here, so just general muscle mass related to general age. But overall, you see a general trend downwards, regardless of whether you are highly active or sedentary, not active at all. You tend to have a decrease, but you may retain a bit more of your muscle mass if you started off and continue to be highly active versus if you are not highly active, more sedentary. Okay, so there are ways that you can minimize it, but you're not going to completely prevent the loss of, muscle size, muscle mass, atrophying, things like that. All right, so we are finished with chapter 14. If you have any questions at all, please reach out, shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to answer, and I will see you in the next video.